Picture this. You're standing in line at security, confident your carry-on is packed perfectly, when suddenly an agent pulls out something that seems completely innocent and tells you it could land you in jail. Welcome to airport security in 2026, where the rules have gotten stricter, the technology smarter, and the consequences way more expensive. Today, I'm breaking down 7 carry-on items that could turn your dream vacation into a legal nightmare. And trust me, number 1 is probably sitting in your bag right now. Let's start with something most of us pack without thinking twice about it. Your prescription medications might seem harmless, but pack them wrong and you're rolling the dice with international law enforcement. Here's what's happening. Countries are cracking down hard on unlabeled pills and suspicious packaging. Take Japan, where tourists regularly watch hundreds of dollars worth of vitamins get tossed in the trash simply because they transferred them to smaller containers to save space. No original label means you're gambling with your entry status, but Dubai takes this to another level entirely. They maintain a strict banned substances list, and if your prescription happens to be on it, you could face serious legal trouble just for transiting through their airport. Even worse, if these substances show up in your bloodstream during any kind of screening, it can be treated as possession. You could literally get in trouble for what's inside your body. The smart move here is checking the UAE Ministry of Health website before you travel, because one emergency landing could put you in their jurisdiction. And don't think melted ice packs for temperature-sensitive medications will slip by unnoticed. These create major delays at security checkpoints. One traveler got extensively questioned over melted cooling packs and only cleared security by producing old boarding passes to prove their travel timeline. Keep your receipts, tickets, and prescriptions easily accessible to speed things up. Moving on to item number 6, that expensive smart luggage you bought to look sophisticated at the airport. Right now, that bag is basically a ticket to gate check hell. Here's the trap most people don't see coming. You're flying domestic, they call for gate checking due to full overhead bins, and suddenly your smart bag becomes a major problem. Current airline policy is brutally simple. If the lithium battery doesn't easily pop out, the bag cannot go into cargo. Why can your phone fly, but your bag can't? Because a fire in the passenger cabin can be managed and contained. A lithium battery fire in the cargo hold at 30,000 feet is potentially catastrophic. You definitely don't want to be that passenger frantically trying to remove a stuck battery at the gate while everyone stares. Forget any TSA approval stickers on the bag. If airport staff can't eject that battery in 3 seconds flat, you're either abandoning the bag or missing your flight. Some smart travelers are bypassing this entire headache by shipping their luggage via ground services a week before travel and bringing just a simple carry-on. Make absolutely sure that battery ejects cleanly before you even consider packing that smart bag. Item number 5 brings us to vaping devices, and if you're a cloud chaser, international travel right now is like navigating a legal minefield. You see harmless flavored vapor, security sees fire hazards, customs sees potential contraband. Your destination matters enormously here. Thailand and Singapore have zero-tolerance policies that genuinely risk jail time or immediate deportation. Even in more lenient countries like Mexico, you're looking at confiscation and fines that exceed your return ticket cost. On the aircraft itself, this is absolutely non-negotiable. Never attempt to charge vaping devices during flight. The FAA strictly prohibits this because lithium batteries can overheat unpredictably. Plug that device into your seat power, and you instantly transform from passenger to safety threat in the crew's eyes. Modern aircraft smoke detection systems are incredibly sensitive, so don't even think about sneaking into the bathroom. Getting caught means massive fines and potentially lifetime bans from that airline. The smartest approach for travel days is switching to nicotine pouches or patches. Unless you're completely certain about local laws, leave the vaping hardware at home. Now let's talk about power banks, because we all share that 1% battery anxiety. Naturally, you might pack a power bank that feels substantial and could probably jump-start a car. But security isn't just examining shapes on screens anymore. They're calculating how much energy that battery actually stores. Here's the critical math you need to know. Under 100 watt-hours puts you in the green zone. 100 to 160 watt-hours requires airline approval, though most carriers allow 2 devices. Over 160 watt-hours means leave it home because it's completely banned. International approval doesn't guarantee domestic acceptance. One traveler flew from Madrid to Beijing with a high-capacity power bank without issues, but on the domestic connection to Shanghai, it got confiscated for lacking specific safety markings required for internal flights. Rules can change the moment you switch terminals. The most common problem is faded labeling. If security flips your power bank over and cannot read the specifications because they've worn off, they won't research it for you. No visible label equals immediate confiscation. You might be worried about your laptop right now, but relax. There's a reason the largest MacBook Pro is rated at exactly 99.6 watt-hours. Apple engineered it to stay just under the dangerous goods threshold. They understand these regulations better than most travelers do. Item number 4 focuses on drones, and this is where things get particularly tricky. You might view your compact drone as a harmless creative tool, but cross certain borders and many countries treat it as restricted aviation equipment. This perspective shift changes everything about how you're processed. Egypt serves as the ultimate cautionary example. Operating drones near heritage sites like the pyramids constitutes a major security violation. Local authorities respond aggressively with immediate confiscation and substantial fines. You're not just losing expensive equipment, you're inviting scrutiny that can ruin your entire trip. India presents a different challenge focused on bureaucratic requirements. You cannot simply arrive with a drone. In many cases, you must apply for permission online before boarding your outbound flight. Landing without proper documentation means customs will seize your device, and navigating the administrative maze to recover it proves extremely difficult. Don't attempt to conceal drones in your luggage to fool scanners. The moment you try hiding it, you lose any innocent mistake defense. If it appears you attempted to smuggle it through, you're not just losing the drone, but potentially facing smuggling charges. The intelligent approach involves checking international drone regulations using apps like Drone Buddy before packing. Better yet, if you absolutely need aerial footage, hire local drone operators at your destination. This saves hassle and keeps your record clean. Moving to item number 3, hidden recording devices. Smart glasses, recording pens, and cameras disguised as everyday objects might give you that secret agent feeling, but border security treats them like actual espionage equipment. Countries with strict privacy laws like Saudi Arabia tightly control or outright ban concealed camera imports. At Chinese borders, security checks include extra scrutiny of unusual electronics. Authorities flag these items as potential security risks rather than viewing them as content creation tools. The giveaway isn't obvious visual cues, but X-ray technology. You cannot fool physics. A ballpoint pen or reading glasses shouldn't contain batteries, wiring, and circuit boards. When scanners reveal electronics hidden inside ordinary objects, that triggers immediate red flags. You're not necessarily heading to prison, but you'll likely have expensive gear confiscated and face hefty fines. Plus, you'll need to explain to stern customs officers why you're carrying covert recording devices. It creates an awkward, expensive conversation that ruins any trip's beginning. Item number 2 covers something that looks completely innocent: sleep aids containing CBD. You probably trust that 0% THC label on your sleep gummies, but in many international airports, that sticker holds no legal weight. You bring CBD for relaxation. Customs agents in Japan or Dubai bring chemical analysis equipment that shows zero tolerance. These machines don't care about organic wellness labels. They detect molecular structures. Legal systems in places like Indonesia or the UAE don't recognize medical necessity exceptions. The law operates in black and white terms, either legal or serious trouble. Consider the case involving a traveler in Bali with CBD oil for arthritis pain. The result wasn't a warning, but potential 15-year sentence headlines in a system where medical excuses carry zero weight, and doctor's notes cannot save you from serious drug offense treatment. Don't gamble years of freedom for better flight sleep. If you're not absolutely certain about legality, and in most restrictive countries you really cannot be, dispose of it before security. Finally, Item number 1. Everyday objects that security interprets as disguised weapons. We're not discussing obvious items like firearms or explosives, but things currently in your bag that you consider harmless tools, while airport security views them as lethal weapons. The definition of disguised weapons is shockingly comprehensive. You might think that tactical pen or decorative throwing star represents a cool souvenir, but security scanners flag anything appearing purpose-built for inflicting damage regardless of your intentions. Cultural differences create additional traps. In the United States, carrying a multi-tool might not raise eyebrows in daily life. But in places like London, that small locking blade risks being treated as an offensive weapon, leading to serious legal trouble. Real-world examples demonstrate where logic disappears entirely. One traveler's soldering iron got confiscated at Heathrow because security treated the pointed tip like a weapon. Another person transiting through Dubai had to surrender a new tape measure because, apparently, in the wrong hands, it's not for measuring but considered a tactical threat. The peak absurdity involves hiking sticks. There's an account of a female traveler told that while physically leaning on the stick, it qualified as a mobility aid and was perfectly acceptable. But the second she folded it and put it in her backpack, it stopped being medical equipment and became a potential weapon in the agent's assessment. The object didn't change, but her interaction with it determined flight eligibility. Stop trying to apply common sense to airport security regulations because it simply doesn't work. Ignorance won't protect your belongings. Make this your standard procedure. If it has a point, blade, or sufficient weight to harm someone, put it in checked luggage. Don't let a tape measure or soldering iron derail your travel plans. After reviewing this list, you probably feel like the only safe packing choices are socks and a smile. But the goal is helping you breeze through security rather than getting detained over vitamin bottles. These regulations might seem excessive, but understanding them prevents expensive mistakes and legal complications that can destroy your vacation before it starts. Travel smart, pack strategically, and always remember that what seems harmless to you might trigger serious security concerns in different countries with varying legal systems and enforcement priorities.